With the reveal of Assassin's Creed Shadows, there has been this outstanding uproar on certain parts of social media. And what is this uproar? Is it the fact that Ubisoft will be charging exorbitant prices for the game? Is it Ubisoft's unethical anti consumer practices that people are finally sick of? Or have people clued on to Ubisoft's horrible working conditions and the way that they treat women in their studios? Or is it the fact that you just so happen to play as a black man? The response to the reveal of AC Shadows is downright disgusting. The reaction from capital G gamers on websites like X, formerly known as Twitter, by that grub looking Elon Musk and his Nazi cronies is nothing short of overt racism. The usual crowd has come out and said that it's woke, that it's pandering, and most eyebrow raising of all is that it's offensive to Japanese players and their history, despite the fact that Yasuke was a known historical figure, and ironically enough, including him is arguably very celebratory of Japanese history and culture. Make no mistake, these people do not care about the reactions of Japanese people and the appreciation for Japanese culture or history. It's just a talking point that they can use to spout more of their racist nonsense. Where was that same level of care for games like Neo, where it's a white protagonist, or even Assassin's Creed Revelations, where you play as an Italian man in the Ottoman Empire? Let's just set the record straight. Yasuke was a real historical figure in feudal Japan at this time, and he was a samurai. The records for him stop at a certain point in history, making him pretty much perfect to be included in Assassin's Creed. I'm personally not the biggest fan of dual protagonist in the AC game so far, and I'm not the biggest fan of the main character being a real historical figure. However, you just can't deny how cool Yasuke is and what a great story he could potentially have in AC Shadows if the writers capitalise on that potential. The funniest part about this whole thing is that all these racists are saying that they wish that they could just play as a Japanese character. Meanwhile, you have the female assassin Noe, who is literally that Japanese character. I suppose if it's a woman, it doesn't count. It's just more proof that these are all brainless takes and that their arguments are in bad faith. And just further to all their arguments being in bad faith, none of these people who are screaming from the rooftops are actual Assassin's Creed fans. All these losers screaming about historical accuracy have clearly never fucking played any of the games. You literally have ancient pieces of technology that control minds and create illusions in every single game. Where was the outrage for that? What about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where the depiction of medieval England is pretty wrong, and the depiction of the Vikings and their culture is also pretty wrong and more in line with Hollywood stereotypes? But these same people weren't angry about that. Is it because Eivor was a white character? Meanwhile, Yasuke was a real historical figure. He actually did exist. You can't get more historically accurate than that. Not to mention the fact that Assassin's Creed has always been political. It's always been woke, whatever the hell that means. It's honestly such a stupid argument. There is no merit in breaking down what these people are saying and debunking it. Their grievances just do not deserve to be taken seriously. If people genuinely had an issue that they weren't playing as a male samurai, Ghost of Tsushima literally just released on PC at the time of this video. That's your game right there. Or alternatively, you can play Rise of the Ronin, where you can play as a male Japanese Ronin. There are options out there. This game is just another option, except this time you happen to be playing as a black character who really did exist. You know, I was really dreading this reveal because based on all the leaks that you were going to play as Yasuke, I just knew that this Twitter mob was going to come out of nowhere and say all this nonsense. And I'm really not looking forward to when that eventual mod comes out on the Nexus and it changes Yasuke into a Japanese character or more than likely a white character. I doubt the same crowd will be outraged when that happens. Of all the issues that one could raise in regards to this game, playing as a black character is just not one of them. And the fact that that crowd is probably the loudest is just so disheartening. I'm done talking about this nonsense. Anyone who even listens to a sliver of what these people are saying and thinking to themselves, oh, they've actually got a point, mate, you seriously need to reevaluate your perspective. Whether or not this game ends up good or it ends up bad, the fact that one of the main characters will be black has got no bearing on that. And therefore, we just shouldn't be talking about it anymore. And neither will I.